Hi, everybody. There are people who move through their birthday as if it were invisible. No reminders sent out. No anticipation building in the days before. No effort to gather witnesses to the moment. The sun rises. Time moves forward. Life continues. To an outside observer, this can feel unsettling. It's often interpreted as emotional distance, social withdrawal, or a quiet kind of sadness. In a culture trained to equate celebration with happiness, the absence of ritual is easily misunderstood. But stillness is not emptiness. Sometimes what looks like indifference is actually insight, because stepping away from celebration is not always a denial of joy. In many cases, it reflects an unspoken understanding of how deeply human beings are shaped by attention, and how powerful it can be to loosen its grip. Long before modern society, long before dates were circled on calendars, survival itself depended on recognition. To be seen by the group meant safety. To be acknowledged meant shelter, shared resources, and continuity. Attention was never trivial. It was a lifeline. The human nervous system was forged in that environment. Our brains learned to associate visibility with security and neglect with danger. That is why recognition still feels warm, why acknowledgement still soothes something ancient inside us. Those instincts did not disappear with time. They live quietly beneath our habits, our emotions, and even our expectations, guiding how we respond to being noticed and how deeply we feel the absence of it. When people celebrate birthdays, the brain responds with chemical rewards, dopamine for pleasure, oxytocin for bonding. It's the body's quiet confirmation. You matter. You are part of something. And there is nothing wrong with that. But here's where things become interesting. Some individuals gradually loosen their dependence on that signal. They stop needing a designated day to feel valid. Not because they are numb, but because they've learned something rare: how to generate meaning internally. This isn't emotional distance. It's emotional sovereignty. In psychology, this is known as self-determination, the capacity to anchor motivation, confidence, and self-worth from within, rather than borrowing it from approval. It's the shift from external validation to internal authority. Neuroscience reflects this shift as well. People with stronger regulation in the prefrontal cortex, the brain's center for awareness, restraint, and long-term thinking, tend to react less intensely to praise or recognition. They feel deeply, but they are not controlled by feedback. They don't reject appreciation. They simply don't depend on it. And that distinction changes everything. Because the moment your identity no longer hinges on being acknowledged, you become harder to influence. Advertising loses its grip. Social pressure loses its leverage. Even relationships shift because your value no longer rises or falls based on attention. When you don't chase validation, you can't be baited with it. That's not indifference. That's autonomy. There's also an unspoken evolutionary pattern here. Across cultures and eras, individuals with the highest internal status rarely announce their importance. They don't signal significance. They embody it. Their presence does the speaking. Recognition flows toward them naturally. So when someone treats their birthday as unremarkable, it may not be a lack of self-worth. It may be the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need a ritual to confirm their place in the world. However, honesty matters. Not everyone who avoids birthdays does so from strength. For some, the silence comes from old disappointment, from being overlooked too many times, from expectations unmet until caring felt unsafe. In psychology, this is known as learned helplessness, the mind's way of protecting itself by lowering hope. The behavior looks the same. The motive is not. And that's where awareness becomes the dividing line. Avoidance driven by fear is not freedom, but indifference born of clarity. That is growth. So, when your birthday arrives, notice your instinct. Do you feel the urge to announce it, to hide it, or simply to observe it, quietly aware that your value was never tied to a date in the first place? Because the mindset that doesn't require applause is the same mindset that endures pressure, leads without noise, and moves through life with quiet command. That isn't the absence of celebration, it's mastery of self. If this exploration has stirred something within you, share your thoughts in the comments or simply your presence. Thank you for walking this path with us today. If this journey has stirred something within you, reflection, awareness, even clarity, know that you are not alone. Until next time, take care of your energy and honor your intuition.